Hello from Dubai, back at the base after Bali trip, and I'm gonna be doing here a few meetings for real estate and then head back to Europe for the summer. So your summer is coming in strong, probably Ibiza, Mykonos, visiting my family in Germany and Italy, so it will be fire. And yeah, now I'm back in my crib. It looks kind of clean. I had to get it clean before I arrived because I left a mess before leaving to Bali for a month. But yeah, it's good to be back in my studio, in my beautiful apartment. And I actually never showed you my apartment, so I will do a little tour of my apartment just to show you where I live and also show you what the $2.3 million apartment looks like in Dubai. So starting from the entrance, this is the living room and the kitchen. The kitchen that I don't really use as much. I don't cook. It looks good on picture. It's probably a very functional kitchen, but the only thing I cook there are steaks. In fact, I have nothing in my fridge other than some, I don't even know what's left there. But yeah, I always order food because Dubai is so easy to order food. You go on delivery, you get anything shipped to you if you want to eat at home. And generally, I don't even order at home. I just go out because I like to go to eat at restaurants. Anyways, this is the living room. Big TV, which I don't really use, but since I bought this little baby right here, I started playing some more FIFA. But yeah, that was before I left. So this is how it looks. And the beauty of this apartment is this. This is an insane view. This is literally every tourist's dream. Over there, there's the palm. This is blue waters. And down there today is very humid. You can't really see, but Burj Arab is right there. This is the balcony. It's pretty spacious. I smoke my cigars here. And yeah, just because my apartment is facing the sea, I pay twice as much in rent. So I pay roughly like $10,000 a month in rent, which is ridiculous thinking that I never really rented apartments, and now the second apartment of my life that I rent is this expensive. Because I always did Airbnb, if you're wondering. I always went to hotels. I never really had a base for the past years. I had an apartment in London, but yeah, that was years ago. And this is where I work usually. This is my setup. You might recognize this background because that's where I shoot my videos. Some lights, but usually I just sit here on the computer and do my work while I see this beautiful view. And this is where Raymond was sleeping, my video editor. So my friend Jay once came to visit me and he was like, why don't you just throw in a bed in here? So people can sleep, because usually people would crash on my couch. And I was like, that's a very good idea. So I found a small bed and it's actually comfy and can't complain. So anyone visiting me sleeps on this beautiful bed, which has a unique view on the marina. And not only that, it also comes with an ensuite bathroom, my friend. So whoever comes here is definitely spoiled, because look at this. You even have 2 sinks. So at first I was feeling bad for my friends, like, oh, they need to sleep on a tight bed. But then I put it in perspective. I was like, I invite them to Dubai, they sleep in their own bedroom, they have an ensuite bathroom, and they sleep with this beautiful view next to them. So not that bad. And this is my bedroom. This is where I sleep, where I put my to-do list there. And I also have a beautiful bathroom. It looks like this. Well, pretty standard, but overall I really love this apartment. I got it like a year ago. And in Dubai, when you want to rent an apartment, you need to pay pretty much everything up front. Like here you pay in checks, you know, the checkbook. So here you need to give like 1 or 2 checks to pay off the entire rent for the entire year, which could be pretty heavy. Fortunately, I have the money. But this is how it works here, because I don't know, in Europe I was paying monthly, or I was prepaying some months because I didn't want to bother with monthly payments, but here it's just different. And here I have a bunch of cigars. These are my favorite cigars. I bought a few boxes from Germany because I can't find these cigars here. They're amazing and they look like this. They smell and taste like chocolate. The leaves were put in chocolate and let them dry out, and these are so soft and it's a light smoke. And trust me, I tried many cigars. Like I tried all the fancy cigars like the Cohibas, or went up in prices to see if I could find a better ones. But these ones, they cost roughly $10 per cigar. And for me, they're just the best cigars ever. So I don't care about, you know, showing that I have like the expensive cigars, whatnot, because I truly care about the taste, and this is just so good. And fortunately, they're not that expensive as other cigars. And now it's 10 a.m. in the morning, and I was working on my YouTube ads campaigns. And I figured it would be worth sharing one thing that you guys ask me very often in the comments, which is, how do you deal with YouTube ads disapproval? And it's a very tricky one with YouTube because it can take some time before you can actually get them approved. And sometimes it has nothing to do with your landing page or your ad. It's simply a system failure that continues repeating itself. So the way I unblock this disapproval issue is either by opening a ticket, but that can take a week or two even, because the support takes a long time to come back with a response that is actually helpful, that helps you resolve the issue. So what I normally do is I go back in my Final Cut Pro, the video editing software that I use, and I re-export the video ad one more time by adding 1 second at the end of the video or removing 1 second at the end of the video, so the length of the video is different. And then I re-export that video and re-upload it on YouTube so that YouTube sees that as a fresh new video. Because trust me, I tried re-uploading the same video on YouTube without changing anything and re-uploading as an ad, but somehow removing or adding 1 second at the end of your video does the trick. And then I re-upload the YouTube video on Google Ads, and sometimes I need to do this process a few times, but that actually does the trick and gets me approved. So just now I was doing that. I added a second at the end of the video, re-exported it, re-uploaded it on YouTube, and now I'm waiting for it to get approved. And if it doesn't work, I will repeat the process until it works, and usually it takes a couple tries, but then it works. So this is my way to get around the disapproval issue, because I perfectly know that my landing page is fine because all the other ads are approved, but this one ad won't get me approved. But this is something we've been doing for the past 2 years, and it gets me approved. All right, now I'm gonna go for some meetings for real estate, and we're gonna take my car. I haven't seen my car in a while. Actually, yesterday, tried to turn it on, but because I didn't put the battery in charge, the car wouldn't turn on. So the ignition didn't have enough power, battery, to turn on the car. But fortunately in Dubai, you just make a phone call and 1 hour later, someone is there fixing your car for you. So that's amazing. Turned out I just had to jump start it, but I didn't want to do it myself because the car is delicate. Anyways, today at the real estate meeting, we're gonna discuss 2 business opportunities. One is to buy a house that is unsellable right now because it's pretty fucked, like the conditions are very bad, but potentially we can renew it, invest some good amount of money in it, potentially 7 figures in it just in renovation, and then sell it and potentially double the money that we put in for the renovation, not the initial purchase price. The second idea is to build villas in Dubai. The same thing we're doing in Bali, just in Dubai. So that's gonna be exciting. And here's my little baby. Now it's fixed. Now I can turn it on, it works. And look at, by the way, I don't know if I ever shared this, but look what I added here. A little touch. I didn't wanna make it too flashy, but I put scalers on my beautiful car. Anyways, pumped to drive it one more time before going to Europe. There you go, works. Oh, hello, sweetheart. How have you been? All right, let me start it. Yeah, put it in sport. Here it is. Let's go to the meeting. Actually, first, I'm gonna go get food and then head to the meeting. So, let's kick it. Unfortunately, I don't have a video maker with me, so I have to put the camera down. Maybe I'll try to record myself while I drive a little. Skirt. Oh, look at this beautiful sunset. Look at this beautiful view. All right, just got back from the meeting and it's exciting. So I work with a beautiful couple. They have been doing real estate for a while in Dubai, and we might start doing some stuff together. So we have two possible things One is a potential renovation project. I don't want to talk about it too much for good luck, but it's interesting. I never bought a property off market at an undervalued price, renew it and sold it at a much higher price. But numbers are interesting, so it's a good scale. So that would be a good first project to do that. My partner and friend has done it already, or he has experience in renovating properties, and also would love to do it together with this beautiful couple because they're great people. So it's a great way to connect more and an excuse to talk more. They have a very good energy. And the second thing is we're looking to buy plots here. We're looking to buy plots of land here and do the same thing that we're doing in Bali. So building multiple villas and sell them / rent them and do the same thing here because there's a lot of room. Yes, market is at all-time high here in Dubai, but there is room if you're not just buying an apartment and hoping it's gonna increase by 30% in a year. That's likely not gonna happen. But if you take the commitment of buying a plot of land and building yourself, the margins can still be very interesting, and that's exactly what we're planning on doing. And also depending on the area, but we're looking at premium areas here in Dubai, it's hard to do a mistake. As in, you're buying a very good piece of land that has value because you're in the heart of Dubai and you're gonna build with a great construction company, great villa. So everything can always go wrong, but it's a calculated risk because worst comes to worst, we own a piece of land in the heart of Dubai, and trust me, that is never gonna be something bad. Anyways, let me go check if the ads got approved because you remember we did that little test of re-uploading the ad and see if it worked. One sec. All right, so hold on. All right, so unfortunately the ad got disapproved. It's one of those times where we need to re-upload the same ad with a different length multiple times. But on top of that, I think this time it's an isolated case where we actually need to reach out to support, because it's happening way too frequently. So if that's the case, what I usually do is I open a ticket with the support and I'm very pushy with it. The bad side of that is that it might take time to get a proper reply. So even in my case, even if I have account managers, like people that, you know, are points of contact at Google, that I talk to them directly on WhatsApp, I can just call them up and everything, we're friends. But even in that situation, it's out of their control and they still need to reach out to someone in there, and that response can still take some time. So I'm gonna be dealing with that right now. I'm gonna send out emails to try to get this approved. So if you're facing this problem constantly, you need to work with support, and it's not easy. So sometimes I even wait a month before we solve a problem like that. But you need to put it in perspective. You know, like a lot of people might quit or don't want to work on it. I know it's annoying, but this product, I know it works because we're already running it. We're just running it in a new way. So I know I have to stay on it because I want these new ads to start spending. But it's equally important if you don't know if a product is going to work, because you need to start spending to know if it's going to work. So I know it's painful, but it's, you know, there are difficulties in life. So this is one of them. So don't get discouraged, open a support ticket, and sometimes you just need to escalate it. Usually they give you a very basic first response, like not helpful at all. So you need to stay on it and dig deeper and get it approved. And if it doesn't get approved and they see that something is wrong, they need to tell you what's wrong with your ad, your landing page, your tracking URL, whatever. By the way, it's a good time to mention you cannot use tracking URLs with different domains. So you should always have the same domain, because if it redirects to more domains, you will always get disapproved. So there's no way around that on YouTube. YouTube/Google Ads, they don't like redirects of that type. But there might be a keyword on your landing page that is triggering that disapproval. There might be a word in the video ad that is triggering the disapproval, or a clip that you're using, a clip that might be too aggressive, a clip that might be too nude because you're showing too much skin. There could be something. So you need to stay on it. You need to try to understand where it comes from. And meanwhile, if you're waiting, you can always try to make other ads that are different, make them more soft, soften up the ad if it's too aggressive, change up the clips, remove some words that you think might be the issue, so you can slowly isolate the trigger yourself. I know it's fucking annoying to wait for a reply from Google, so what can you do meanwhile? You can just try things out yourself until it works. But on the other front, continue pinging Google and try to find answers. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're re-uploading ads, we're changing a few things, and at the same time, we're attacking Google, asking exactly what's triggering the ban until we don't get it. And again, it can take a few weeks, but eventually you're gonna get it. Anyways, as you might have noticed, I'm doing different types of videos now. So I would like to know from you what you guys think about it, because I'm talking about real estate, I'm talking about affiliate. I'm still gonna do more videos about affiliate and just affiliate, but at the same time, I feel like it's very natural to me to just document what I'm doing. And I know some of you like both topics, and if you don't like one of the two topics, I guess you can just skip to the end part. But let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about, if you like this format, any feedback. And also you could DM me on Instagram directly, because I usually read all of the DMs, at least the previews. So if you DM me with an honest feedback of how I could improve the video, I would be happy to read it, because I want to improve the videos that I do for you, because ultimately I'm doing this to help you, inspire you. Whoever you are, whatever your goals are, I'm here for you. So I would really appreciate you telling me in the comments or directly on Instagram, so maybe we can have a chat about it and I can understand more of what you need, because a lot of you tell me, I want a VSL tutorial. It's like, I did a few, but what exactly do you want me to do? Also note that I can't share all the VSLs that I'm doing, or the main ones, which is what I'm running, because of contracts, and I like to keep my stuff private, which I'm sure you can understand. So how could I do a VSL tutorial for you guys? Maybe jointly we could decide that we pick a product, or I pick a product that I think has potential, and I work on it, and I just launch it for the sake of launching it and showing you guys. I probably won't run it, but at least I go through the process and document it, so you guys can check how I would do things. Anyways, let me know in the comments. And by the way, this would be pretty time consuming because it's a product launch and a VSL takes time. So maybe I would do like a shorter version of a VSL, something that I know can have potential, like 2-3 minute video ad for a gadget, for example. That is something I could work on. Anyways, let me know, subscribe, like, and please give me a feedback. See you next time. Peace.